Davis.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Thompson, I'm Brandon Davis. I'm counsel for Jaenico, correct? So I have some questions as well. Let's start off with this. You were brought in to speak to the police soon after this shooting occurred, is that right? And you know how long after the shooting, how much time had passed? Was it days, weeks, months, 2 days when you first came in? And when you came in, they asked you a series of questions, is that correct? And the questions they asked you were about the shooting? Okay. And when they asked you questions about the shooting, you lied to them? Okay. And you lied to protect your own interests? Okay. So you lied because you were scared? When you talked to them the first time, did you tell them that you were sent out, in your words, to go catch yourself?
No, I don't recall that. I don't know what I said.
You don't know what you said, you just know you didn't tell the truth. Okay. But let's talk about that though. You said that you went out on April 14th. Let's go backwards. So you admit that you had lied to officers before, and when you lied, it was because you were scared, so you made the decision it was better to lie. After you lied, were you charged with lying?
He just told my lawyer to talk to me.
Okay, so you didn't get charged for lying in this case?
No.
Okay. And so, is that why you're testifying today?
What? What you mean?
To avoid being charged with lying?
I don't get what you're saying. You said something before.
You said you're afraid to be here, right? You're afraid? You were afraid, that's why you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
You told the prosecutor earlier you were afraid to be here, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So, what made you come today?
I got a subpoena.
Okay. So you got a subpoena, and what made you tell the truth this time as opposed to last time? You still afraid? They gave you immunity. Let's talk about that. So you got immunity for your testimony. Is that right?
Yes.
You know what immunity means? Can you explain what that means?
I'll just tell them what I know, and guess I won't get prosecuted.
Right. Okay. So you have an agreement in this case that you won't be prosecuted if you testify. Is that right?
Yes, basically.
Okay. Even after you lie.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even say it's wrong. I'll just plead the fifth a lot.
Well, wait. Did you? Earlier you told the prosecutor.
I know what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. I was just pleading the fifth to everything.
Okay, so let's go back. Those are two very different things. When you first talked to the police, did you lie about things that occurred?
Yes.
Okay. Let me help you make sure you
Well,
understand.
I lied and I was pleading the fifth still.
Okay, and can work, but there's a difference between and and saying one happened and the other didn't. So you're saying you both pled the fifth at some time, and you also lied throughout that conversation. Got immunity, and so you don't get prosecuted for participating. Am I summarizing that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about April 14th of 2026. April 14th, 2026, you said that you were, at some point you ended up with, is it Akine? Is that right? Akeem? And that was at Hustling Heights. Were you connected with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there?
Yeah, I mean, you went and y'all hung out together. Is that right? That's what I mean by connected. When y'all got together at Hustling Heights, who dropped you off?
My girlfriend.
What's her name?
That's right.
You sure that's who dropped you off?
Yeah, black kid.
Okay. So you get dropped off at Hustling Heights. Around what time did that happen?
I don't really recall, but I'm sure she heard me up there.
Give me time of day.
I recall probably about 4 or 5.
4 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was there for a little minute.
You frequent there often?
I just moved up like my second, third time, yeah.
Okay, so you're there at 4 p.m.-ish, right? And what time-ish is it when you leave?
I don't really remember.
Okay. Well, were you there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, 2 hours?
Probably an hour or so.
Okay. And during the course of an hour, you all were drinking, is that correct?
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
And who were you drinking with at that time?
That was King, Jalen, and a group of girls out there.
Okay, so it was more than just you, Kim, and Jalen
Yeah,
at Hustling Heights?
yeah.
And you said you had how many drinks while you were there?
Probably 2 or 3.
Okay.
I don't know.
Were y'all like going shot for shot? How was this working?
Shots, just ordered shots.
And so every time a round was bought, you weren't just sitting there looking at it, right? You checking them too?
I just didn't take them. I don't even know how many they had before I went up there.
Okay. So you don't know how many shots they were taking. Are you sure that you only took 3?
Up in that area, I'm probably.
Okay.
That many.
You said something about there came a time when a roach got sparked up, right? Is that a yes?
Yes.
And when that was sparked, did you smoke?
Yeah.
Okay. Prior, were you smoking before you got there?
Before I got to the.
Hustling Heights?
I was smoking in King Prime, parking lot, yeah.
Okay, so you smoked in the parking lot. What about throughout that night? Did you smoke at all?
No.
So after everything that happened, you didn't smoke or drink?
No.
Okay. So you leave Hustling Heights. And when you leave Hustling Heights, you leave in what vehicle?
King.
All right. Let me pause. You just said something. You said that you were probably smoking in the parking lot in King's car.
Mm-hmm.
But you said your girl dropped you off.
What you mean? She dropped me off. We was in the bar taking shots.
Yeah. You said that, let's talk through it. Let's talk through what you said. You said that you got dropped off by your girl
Mm-hmm.
at Hustling Heights, right?
All right.
And you said that King and Jalen were already at the bar with some girls, right?
All right.
Then you got in the bar, you were drinking with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
And I asked if you were smoking. You said probably earlier you were sitting in King's car in the parking lot smoking. Those are your words. So my question is, if you were in the car smoking, how were you in the car smoking if you weren't with them before? If your girl dropped you off?
Because I had already rolled up before my girl dropped me off.
So talk me through it. I'm struggling to follow your logic. So talk me through it a little bit. You get in,
We took a
you
couple
get the Hustling Heights,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then what happens?
Took a couple shots. I stepped out, smoked. Went back in.
Okay. So were there other times throughout that time you stepped out? Because you haven't said that to anybody else throughout the course of this.
Was stepped out with
Stepped out of Hustling Heights.
We was on back and forth in there.
Okay. So y'all have been back and forth,
Yeah.
inside and outside.
Yeah. Because we could drink out there at the little tables here and inside.
Okay. So you leave Hustling Heights. What you said around what time?
I didn't recall.
Yeah, approximately.
Probably 7-ish. I don't remember.
Probably 7-ish. Okay. So you leave Hustling Heights, and where do y'all go?
I can't.
Okay. When you get to Hakeem's house, how long were you at Hakeem's house before leaving again?
For a minute.
What does that mean?
Probably an hour or so.
An hour or so? Okay. And then you leave Hakeem's house. When you leave Hakeem's house, who's in the car?
Me and Jay.
Okay. And so you and Jalen, did you know Jalen before this?
I went to school with him. I haven't seen him in a while.
Okay. When you say knew of him, would it be fair to say y'all were boys or no?
I mean, we got some of the same people, you know, but
Right,
me
so-
and him was in close now.
When you say you hadn't seen him in a little while, y'all run in the same circle?
What you mean? Like the same?
You said y'all got the same people, so like, how long was it since you were seen him before this day?
Wow, I haven't seen Jay in years.
In years?
Yeah.
And it had been years since y'all talked?
We never really talked before that.
Okay. So you leave, and now it's you in the driver's seat and Jalen in the passenger seat, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and where do y'all go from there?
To pick them up.
When you say them, who are you referring to?
The defendants.
Okay. And did you know them?
I just knew them free, or just had met him.
Okay. And when you leave, where do you pick them up from?
Over on Family field, school.
Okay. How did you know how to get there?
Jalen told me to wait.
Was Jalen sober at this point?
I don't know.
Okay. But you want to ask earlier about why you were driving. You said you drove because you were the soberest.
That's what, I'm saying that's why I drove from the bar, that's why I originally drove the car.
Exactly. And I asked was,
I said I don't know if he was sober. How am I supposed to tell if he's sober?
well, I'm asking you the question because you said you were the soberest.
Right, that's what it.
So how were you able to make that determination? Was there a conversation? Hey, will you drive because you're more sober than me? Like, how was that determination made?
King just said, no, to drive the car, I'm drunk, and you ain't been drinking like that. That's what I did.
Okay, so y'all go, you said y'all picked up the defendants, and when they got in the vehicle, where did they get in the car?
Actually,
Where?
he got behind me, and he got behind Jalen.
Okay. And at the time that you picked them up, you already had a gun, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And where was your gun?
On my hip.
Okay. Did Jalen have a gun?
Not that I know of, no.
And so you get in the car, you pick them up. After picking it up, where do y'all go?
Dr. King,
Okay. How long did it take you before you get there, approximately?
it was like a 3-minute ride.
Okay. So now you get to King's house. When you get to King's house, what happens? What do y'all do?
Just chilling, and they sit in the car, I was talking to King, that's when they wanted to ride.
Well, who wanted to ride?
They wanted to ride to the liquor store.
So the defendant said, when you say,
They said the drink was on them today.
they said the drink was on them today, who was they?
The defendants.
Who said it?
It wasn't like, I don't remember what you said, but I know they was just the drink was on them.
So now y'all leave to go to what liquor store?
It wasn't really one in mind, because Jalen said he had his plate, so we was going to catch that first, then going to liquor store.
So Jalen said he had a play. So y'all were going to catch it. And when you say a play, you mean sell some drugs,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And you were fine with taking Jalen and selling drugs?
I mean, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
But you was fine with driving, the answer is yes, you were fine with driving him to go sell drugs? And you went where to sell the drugs?
I was in the mobile area.
Okay. And was the plan to meet somebody there?
I don't know. He just said they won't come in the house, we left.
So you get to the mobile and do what once you get there?
We sat there for a minute, and nobody came, nobody answered the phone, we left.
Okay, and when you leave, what do?
We just headed back to Tom King.
Were y'all driving around for a while?
What you mean a while?
Were you driving around, did you go straight back to King's house, or did you all drive from mobile?
No, we was going straight back to King.
Okay. And that's when you came in contact, or the other vehicle was fired?
Yeah.
What's that car look like?
I think it was white or creamish.
Okay. And what was the conditions like outside at the time? Was it bright out? Was the sun out?
No, it was like,
It was dark out? And could you see the people who were in the other car?
no,
Okay. You couldn't make out any person?
no.
Okay. But at some point you pulled up next to the car.
Yeah.
Could you make out the people in the car at that time?
I was paying attention.
Okay. Meaning you never turned your head was just straight forward, or what does that mean?
I was in my phone and I just stopped like they said.
Okay. And you said the people in the backseat got out the car, is that right? And you heard shots and got down?
Yeah, I just rolled down and got back in.
Okay. So you saw people get out, but you didn't see what happened while people were out? You just heard stuff, is that correct? Okay. When you pulled up in the area where that other car was, were the lights to the car you were driving on?
Yeah.
They were?
Yeah.
Okay. Take me through the path when you left. When you left the scene where that other car was. You said you went back to Akeem's house.
Mhm.
Tell me, what streets did you go down?
Turning, and Hume, I think McGill, to probably, I think, Wood Street, went down Wood.
Germany, Hume, to McGilvray,
To, I think it was Delano, probably.
to Wood and Delano, you
No,
said?
to Delano.
Delano?
You know, turn on Wood from Delano.
Alright, so the police said that you, I'm sorry, you told the prosecution that you turned in your gun, is that right? Well, you have more than one gun, right?
Which means one.
You have more than one gun, you have more than one gun. Did you turn in all your guns?
No, I turned the one I had on.
Okay. So you didn't turn in all your guns so that those guns could be checked to see if they match the shell cases, is that right?
No, the other.
Alright,
The other pistol.
hold on one second. All right, no further questions at this time, thank you.
You're right.
No, you got it.
All right. Mr. Thomas, you please step down.
Your Honor, may this witness be excused?
No objection.
Evening. People call.